You let me violate you. You let me.
Now we are looking at the 1991 offering Soap Dish. Set behind the scenes of a well-known American soap, The Sun Also Sets, Soap Dish deals with the daily drama, betrayal and emotional turmoil of its cast members. Centering around soap star Celeste Talbot, played by Sally Field, we watch as her producer, co-stars and ex-lovers reveal their true natures and evil plans are hatched to oust Celeste. But when her niece turns up unexpectedly, new ammunition is found and we are taken on a roller coaster ride of past wrongs, questionable decisions and inoperable, unpronounceable medical conditions. An all-star cast featuring the likes of Kevin Kline, Sally Field, Whoopi Goldberg, Elisabeth Shue, Robert Downey Jr, Cathy Moriarty and Gary Marshall. This 1991 comedic offering stands the test of time and is a bright, colourful and garish look into the ambitious world of the soap. Written by Robert Harling of First Wives Club and Steel Magnolias fame, it's directed by Michael Hoffman, who gave us films like One Fine Day and The Emperor's Club, which I think is, the poor man's version of Dead Poet Society, but that's aside. But anyway, let's talk about it. Giddy up. I'm genuinely curious to see what you think of this film.
Yeah, I did see it when I think it came to VHS in '92.
VHS.
The year after.
Yes,
That's right,
yes.
Back in the days. You remember the I enjoyed it. It's going to be hard to talk about without mentioning the twists, because the twists are quite good and just ramp up the comedy even more. I watched it again recently, and it had dated maybe a little bit, but not actually too much. Interesting to see that Aaron Spelling had his name on the producer's credits as well, so setting up his own sort of genre really, which is kind of classic. You said that Robert Harling was the writer. He seems to have a yen for writing women's parts. He seems to be quite good at that.
This film for me, because it's got, there are so many fantastic one-liners in this film, and Kevin Kline is eternally funny.
Yeah.
Like the man is just, and Robert Downey in this, Cathy Moriarty in this film is revoltingly funny.
Absolutely, yeah. They're all pretty awesome.
Cathy Najimy, everyone, and Gary Marshall,
I wanted so much more of Gary Marshall. He was like this lone sardonic voice, and I was just sitting there going, "Yeah, I'm with you, buddy."
It ramps along. It's very, off stage and on stage, like in there, it's very bright and garish. And
the clash of reality and fiction at the end there is just classic.
It's
really well done.
It's a very clever film, and for me, I kind of think it's one of those. It's one of those cultish kind of classics of that era, like comedy films. Yeah. Because some of the lines that came out of it, it's like, Kevin Kline, what are you doing here? And all these sort of, I love this film. I think it's great, and
and that the Mr. Loman gag keeps getting called Mr. Willie Loman.
Just to see, that was the thing as an actor too, to see, this fallen soap star doing Death of a Salesman in this sort of Florida,
Miami bar,
like
gaudy,
with all these old people sitting around going, "What did he say?" So clever.
Yeah, very well done.
Very clever and very funny.
A lot of in-jokes for actors there as well.
Yeah, very much
good stuff there.
But in that vein of sort of noises off, like looking behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes, far funnier. And a good turn from Robert Downey Jr. too. I think, who had just kind of, I don't know, like the ins and outs of it, but it seemed to me that Robert Downey had just kind of come out of rehab, did a bit of a film and then went back into rehab or something like that with this film, and he does a great job. I'm so glad he's back on top again.
Yeah, it's kind of sad in a way that it was one of Sally Field's last starring roles as well.
Yeah, but...
As a central character.
Yeah, but, she's an amazing actor. Like, she's gone on to do some brilliant TV work, and I don't think you can kind of, discount that, because really... so many big Hollywood actors, film actors are heading to TV because they get the chance to work on these characters through a TV series that go on, and there's something, you know, more rewarding in that.
Yeah.
Better storylines in TV, you know.
Yeah, certainly TV is a lot different now to what it was back when this was
filmed. Yeah, but she was doing ER around that time as well. She did a stint on ER, and she had an amazing turn on ER.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm an ER girl. I love ER. Go Sally.
Alright, well, hammer time. I did like it and I still like it. I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Oh, always one up here. I'm going to go 7.
So.
Mother! No! I can't let you do this!
She spoke.
She spoke.
Sudden speech, the last stages of brain fever. She could blow at any moment.
I could always speak. Mother.
She's my mother. Montana, shut up!
Now
I
this
don't want
is
your
a
brain.
show.
Okay, we gotta stop this right now.
It's hypnotic. It's like a truth serum.